Hello world, hello everybody, hello YouTube. This is a video on my swamp cooler. I did get it going. I got it kind of prepared first because what I just went through you just did not want to witness. Let's go out and have a look. There. Okay, let's go see. You know, I live by a motto that I've had to live by because I have to live by my wits and not by my worries. We can look around, have to look at the ground. I don't know, if you're ever looking down in life, you'll probably find money. Well, let's do some, oh, check this out. These dudes have been going over all day. Hasn't been too bad. It's nice and clear. Nice cool breeze. I'll bet it's around 70. But boy, when that sun gets on you, like, I'm wearing my thongers. My feet are getting sunburned. Meanest! Bark. Okay, so let's move on. There she be. Now what I had to do was, that's bad. Get the wire out of the squirrel cage. Oh, cool, check it out. Anyway, here's the squirrel. See this here? It's called a pillow bearing. And that sleeve right there froze up. See, that wouldn't turn. And I had to jimmy jack it up and squish it with vice grips and all kinds of crazy shit. Anyway, my motto that I live by is, if I can't fix it, it ain't broke. So anyway, I fixed it, I got it going, and here's the swamp cooler, here's the internal. This is what's known as the squirrel cage. This is the wind box, there's the motor. These are the spiders that spider up the water from down here in the reservoir into the spiders. That put it on this, what is called Excelsior. Right, it's just kind of some kind of weird straw. Another medical maintenance tip, keep your hair away from the sucking air of the squirrel cage. Yes. So anyway, let's move on. Anyway, pumps up here via this pump into the spiders, and it wets the Excelsiors on here. These are the cooler, or the things that's come out of it. You got it. Okay. So anyway, if you look real close, you can see in there, this is just solid. I'm gonna have to take this down and melt all the salt in it and get it down. That way I can maybe get a little bit out of this pads, because they're not expensive, but they're 150 miles away. If I want to get a pad to put in the cooler. See the salt? Now I cleaned these out just before I shut it off, so they do look pretty decent. Let me show you. See that alkali? See how that crusts up? It's nothing but icky salt. And that's why the water here, we'll watch it. Oh, that was dumb. But you see, it's salt. Some of it may be a little bit of dust or this and that. But look at this. I mean, you could mine it. See? Oh yeah, that's salt. It's alkali. Now also out here we have, with the alkali, because it's 99.9% groundwater that we have to use here. Also because of the mines, arsenic, cyanide, fluoride, and this alkali, whoa, almost got me. Hey, brother. Mad at me for fixing you with a hammer? Yeah, it almost caught me. So anyway, yeah, see, it's salt. It's just as alkali and saline as you could ever imagine. See, look at it on the motor. It just gets everywhere on everything. And like I said, this is really, really clean compared to what it usually is. And every year I got to come out, knock the dust out, this and that, vacuum it out. do the pulleys, the fan belt, make sure everything works. And before I fill it up via this here float valve, see, and there's my water source over there. Hopefully this line didn't freeze. That line's kind of expensive. But that's the reason right there, it's alkali. You know, they got places called bad water and stovepipe wells. Lesson in achieving water. See, there could be a spring out here. What is that? Right, but because the water comes up and it evaporates, the water comes off, right? But the minerals stay. So that'll make a pond for something you run across, probably poison. So the reason stovepipe wells exist, it's a place out in Death Valley, is what they did was they drove stovepipe into the ground with slits cut in the sides of it, and let the fresh water leak in and come up out of the stove, because they'd spoon out the dirt and stuff that was inside the stovepipe, and then they'd channel off the bad water and take the fresh water out of the stovepipe, and that way they got away with getting water out of a horrible alkali pond. Look at that. Oh man. And these work pretty good. It depends on how hot it is. They will keep you about 20 degrees cooler than what's outside. So if it's 100, you'll get 80, maybe 78. A little better if you're lucky, if it's a good cooler. But it's only about 20 degrees cooler in the house. So if I'm running 128, I'll be lucky to get 90 degrees in the house cooled off. And that's how they work. Now when it rains, or say the cloud cover comes in, it's disaster, because that's when it gets humidity and the water can't evaporate out of your pads, right? Thus not cooling the air off as well. And man, then it's miserable. Absolutely miserable. Let's see. So there should be the cooler. And like I said, you know, that's why this water here, boy, I'll drink bottled water until I have to drink this water. But if I had to start out by drinking that water, it'd probably get ugly. Ew. And that's the story. Anyhow, that's my getter prepper stuff for today. That was actually, oh, a nice girl. Sorry. Local law enforcement. Pete's a good guy, though. I seen him do a thing. He was a first responder to an accident that I followed him, right? So, oh, look, they're going out there and shit. So I'm going to check it out, right? Really wish I hadn't done that. Somebody had made a turn out in front of a biker and wiped him out, scattered him across the road. You know, and he had to deal with him. It killed him, you know, yeah. But, and I was right behind him, and he was the first man there, and the guy's face was, oh, God. I'm looking at him going, oh, man. And he's got to straighten that up. That earned me a little bit of more respect for him. Other areas, nah. But that one, yeah. I was thinking of becoming an EMT. I got the head for it, but I don't know if I have the heart. And my kid said you got to have the steel coming up on an accident. Anyway, that's my cooler story. And here we are. Hope you can see me, because I can't see a thing on filming. And there should be. Uh-oh, here we go. Action scene. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, there you go. Live by your wits, not by your grace. Bye.